Here's a truth most people don't want to admit. People are already forming opinions about you before you even say a word. It happens at job interviews, on first dates, when meeting your in-laws, or just walking into a room full of strangers. In the first few seconds, sometimes milliseconds, others are scanning your face, body language, voice, and vibe, deciding whether you're confident, warm, likable, capable, or not. It sounds brutal, but the good news: you can influence it. You don't have to fake it. You just have to understand it. In today's video, we're breaking down the psychology of first impressions and giving you science-backed ways to improve yours, authentically, confidently, and without turning into someone you're not. Let's start with what people really notice when they meet you, and how to make those moments count. When you meet someone new, your brain lights up like a social radar system. It takes in visual, verbal, and behavioral signals and rapidly forms an assessment. This process, known as thin slicing, allows us to make complex judgments in very short periods of time, sometimes under 1 second. In that brief window, people are evaluating your trustworthiness, competence, warmth, confidence, approachability, and even your social status. The mind doesn't need full conversations to form these impressions. It relies on cues: your body posture, tone of voice, facial expression, grooming, clothing, and how you enter a space. A first impression isn't made with facts. It's made with signals. So to improve it, we need to send better ones, subtly and intentionally. Before we get to body language and style, let's talk mindset. The version of yourself that shows up first is usually the one you believe you are. So if you walk into a room worried that people won't like you, that anxiety shows. If you walk in feeling grounded and curious, that shows too. Improving your first impression starts with a mental reset. Don't aim to impress. Aim to connect. People respond to presence more than performance. Right before a first meeting, try grounding yourself. Take a deep breath. Adjust your posture. Remind yourself, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to be present. The energy you carry into an interaction speaks before you do. Make sure it's calm, open, and real. One of the first things others notice about you is your facial expression. Specifically, are you smiling? Do you look tense? Are your eyes engaged? A genuine smile is one of the most powerful first impression tools you have. It signals friendliness, trust, and openness. It helps people feel safe around you. But we're not talking about a forced, camera-ready grin. We mean a relaxed, authentic smile. One that softens your face and says, I'm glad to be here. Pair that with eye contact. Not a stare, but gentle engagement. Looking someone in the eye says, I see you. It builds immediate connection. These micro-behaviors tell others a lot about how you feel and how you might treat them. Use them to your advantage. People may not remember your exact words, but they will remember how you stood, how you moved, and how you made them feel. Body language is the silent engine of first impressions. Standing or sitting upright shows confidence. Slouching suggests insecurity or disinterest. Crossing your arms might signal defensiveness. Leaning in slightly during conversation shows engagement. Even small things, like where you put your hands or how you walk into a room, send messages. Before entering a space, take a moment to stretch out. Roll your shoulders back. Walk in with intention. Don't rush. Let your presence land. Body language doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. It just needs to be aligned with how you want to be seen. Once you start talking, your voice becomes your impression. People don't just hear what you say, they hear how you say it. Your tone, volume, pace, and rhythm all shape the impression you leave. Speaking too fast can make you sound nervous. Speaking too softly can seem uncertain. A monotone voice can make you sound disinterested, even if your words are meaningful. Aim for a steady, calm pace. Let your tone reflect your mood. If you're excited, let it rise. If you're serious, let it slow. Use short pauses to emphasize key points and allow the other person to process what you're saying. These pauses also make you look thoughtful and confident. Your voice is one of your most influential tools. Use it with intention. We all want to say, don't judge a book by its cover. But in social psychology, that's not how people work. Clothing, grooming, and personal style are all part of your nonverbal communication. They don't need to be flashy, but they should be intentional. When you put thought into how you dress, it signals self-awareness, effort, and respect for the situation. That doesn't mean you need to wear a suit to the grocery store. It just means what you wear should reflect both the occasion and yourself. A well-fitting outfit, clean shoes, groomed hair. These aren't shallow details. They're signals of how you show up in the world. Dress in a way that makes you feel confident and comfortable, and that confidence will shine through everything else. You might think that the best way to make a strong first impression is to talk well. But listening, really listening, is often what people remember most. When someone feels heard, they feel valued. And when someone feels valued, they tend to like you more. So during first conversations, focus on being genuinely curious. Nod, make eye contact, and reflect what you hear with short phrases like, "That's interesting," or "Tell me more." Avoid interrupting. Let pauses breathe. When it's your turn to speak, refer back to what they said. That small act shows attentiveness and builds trust fast. Listening isn't just a soft skill, it's a superpower for likability. A lot of advice about first impressions sounds like a script. Smile. Shake hands firmly. Make eye contact. Drop a compliment. But the truth is, people can feel when you're being performative. Instead of trying to impress, try to connect. Focus your attention on the person in front of you. Ask questions that go a bit deeper than small talk. Notice their mood, their energy, their language. If you're unsure what to say, just be present. Often your energy says more than your words. Authenticity isn't about saying everything you think. It's about making sure what you say matches who you are. Today, many first impressions happen before you meet someone in person. On LinkedIn, Instagram, dating apps, or even email. This means your online first impression needs just as much care. Your profile picture, bio, tone of messages, and posting style all paint a picture. Ask yourself, does this match the person I am in real life? If you're warm and casual in person but your online tone is cold and stiff, that mismatch can create confusion. Try to bring consistency across platforms. Be clear about who you are and don't be afraid to show a little personality. Authenticity is magnetic, online and offline. While the first few seconds are powerful, the last few moments of an interaction also carry weight. Social psychologists call this the recency effect. We tend to remember the end of an experience more vividly. So how you close the conversation matters. End with warmth and intention. A sincere, "It was really great meeting you," goes a long way. Mention something you enjoyed discussing. If appropriate, suggest a follow-up or way to stay connected. Don't rush out. Let the moment land. A strong exit reinforces everything good they already noticed about you, and leaves them looking forward to the next time. Let's say the first impression didn't go well. Maybe you were nervous. Maybe something awkward happened. Is it over? Not at all. But it does take intentional effort to reshape it. People are more likely to revise their impressions when they see consistent, positive behavior over time. It won't change overnight, but it can change. If you sense the vibe was off, don't over-apologize. Just keep showing up with clarity, kindness, and authenticity. Often that's enough to shift someone's perception. And don't beat yourself up. One clumsy intro doesn't define you. Improving your first impression isn't about faking confidence or memorizing tricks. It's about being conscious of how you show up, and choosing to do so with clarity and care. People aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for someone who feels grounded, engaged, and real. You don't need to be the loudest in the room. You just need to show up, with presence, intention, and a bit of warmth. Because when you walk in believing you belong, others start to believe it too. First impressions are fast, but they're not fate. You have more power than you think to shape how others experience you. And the best part? You don't need to become someone else to do it. You just need to bring more of your best self forward. Consciously, confidently, and consistently. Thanks for watching. If this gave you something to reflect on, hit the like button, share it with someone who has a big moment coming up, and subscribe for more practical psychology to help you thrive in a social world. Until next time, remember, your presence matters. So walk in like it does.